Hello YouTube, it is Chris here, and in today's episode we're going to be doing a full test and review of survival boxes for February 2018 Apocalypse Survival. If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new episodes or our daily giveaways. And make sure you smash that notification button so you don't miss anything. Also, we have a new round of our Amazon gift card giveaways, and to enter, you must be a subscriber and share this video using the YouTube tools in the watch page below. We also pick winners in the very next episode, so if you enter on this particular giveaway, you'll find out who the winner is on the very next episode. For those of you who follow our channel regularly, you know we love survival boxes as they are a multi-platform subscription service. So what I mean is they have 3 different tiers, which is the Alpha, the Bravo, and the Gear Only. Where the Alpha box is this right here, which you get a little bit of the gear and some food and water provisions to kind of balance out and well around your subscription service for about $40 a month. Then they also have the Bravo box, which is absolutely fantastic, which for a really, really super cheap price, you're able to get a bunch of food supplies sent to you every single month. And for those of you who love gear porn, they have the Gear Only box. Now, this is the very first month where they made a really big change for the Gear Only box. It used to be $89.99 a month, and as far as I can tell from the website, it is now called the Gear Only XL. And they've introduced this new Gear Only box, which is $29.99 a month. And as you can tell just by scanning the gear, it's virtually indistinguishable between the Alpha box, given the actual tools that are inside. For a very, very cheap budget price, you're able to get some gear and some survival provisions. However, if you jump over for $10 a month, you get a bunch more gear and provisions. So in my personal perception, this stuff is pretty indistinguishable now, and there really doesn't make any sense for this box to exist, given the fact that the Alpha box, if you look at it, there's only one item of difference, which is this fire fuse, and the rest of it is perfectly identical. Now, one of the arguments that people might throw at me is, well, for people who want to get in, they don't got a lot of money. Well, here's the thing. This is how I look at it, is if you're looking for a monthly subscription box and you've got $29.99 and that's the only amount of money you have to spend on your survival preps, I don't think you should be getting a subscription service. I really don't think so, and I disagree with that wholeheartedly. But if you're willing to jump in and try out some survival boxes for $10 more, you're going to get basically the same amount of gear and a bunch of provisions. Now, with that said, survival boxes is still my jam. I love them because no one really touches them at the $40 price point, save for Battle Box, but no one on the planet mixes gear and food and water provisions on a monthly regular basis. And to me, this is a well-rounded service that I just wholeheartedly love. But with that said, overall, they had some pretty decent tools. However, what I'd like to see from the main real Gear Only box that was $89.99 a month is the fact that they tend to be more complete. And we're trying to take these subscription boxes and really take them out in the field, go camping with them, and really just spend the day with them outside instead of just doing a simple plain Jane unboxing. And the thing that kind of let us down with the new Gear Only box is, granted, it's a super low price point this month, and that's really good for the really mega budget minded, but you already know my thoughts on that. It didn't really give us a lot of tools to work with this month, and it kind of put us in a situation where they're calling it Apocalypse Survival, and the only real thing I get is a knife and an axe, and I'm like, I kind of need a little bit more gear than that. So in this month's Alpha box, you get quite a bit of goodies. You get the Survival Knowledge card, like I said earlier. You get 2 of these really big Wise Company pouches. These are designed to do like 3 to 4 people. They're about 9 ounces a piece, and when you go online and try to find these are not the cheap $4 Walmart specials. These are the $10, $11, $12 ones that you find on places like REI, Bass Pro Shop, and Amazon. And additionally, we have the Heirloom Seeds, which we love these because these are designed for long-term storage. So if you're working on creating a homestead or you're saving up for your own plot of land on your own, or you want to use these in it as a trade item later on down the road. If the SHTF situation happens, you're good to go there. Then we have our 4 drinking pouches for a mainstay. Those are pretty good. We have these plastic carabiners that are pretty good at hook and loops on ridge lines, hold some lights, hold some gear tools. Those worked really, really well. And for the money, oh my god, we have the Mora. This is the Mora 511. We love this knife. This has been in dozens of videos. You guys know I love this stuff to death. This is one of my most highly recommended $10 knives on the planet. And then finally, we have a pretty cool axe. This is the Schrade SCX2. This has been around for years. You guys have seen reviews on a bunch of different channels, including my own. This is the one we actually used, and we actually found, if you can see with the overlay clips, we found we actually did a little bit of a taunting with it, given the fact that right out of the box, this axe is not overly sharp. I mean, you're not gonna freaking cut yourself on this axe. Given the fact that some of the higher quality axes that you can buy out on the market, they're always really sharp. However, taking a puck to this when putting an edge on it will do yourself really, really good, and because of how thick the head is, this will do some pretty good chopping for some small kindling, as well as hammering some tin sticks for you. But I would say the biggest benefit of this is the fact that they have a built-in ferro rod, and we used it with the Baddest Bees fire fuses from the Gear Only box. It did wonderful. Next up, we have the Bravo box, and by far for monthly delivered food provisions for preppers, this has got to be one of my favorite boxes on the market, and the fact that it's within the Survival Boxes family just make it so much better. This box right here costs about 36 bucks, and we did our own individual research. We did nibble on that, what you saw in the intro. We ate the granola. It was really, really good. But with that said, to try to get all of this stuff on your own on places like Amazon, Bass Pro Shops, or any other retailer, you're going to be spending between 65 to 75 bucks for this exact same setup. Like I said, there's a lot of people that drop down in the comments, well, I can get all this crap for $5 a piece. No, you can't. And these are not the 1 serving packets. These are the 2.5. These are like the family size ones, or the full freaking meals. These things are huge and honking. And the fact that if you're a single person or you've got a family and you just don't have time to go look into this stuff and you just want a monthly delivery service to really help kind of amp up your food provisions for things like your bug out bag with emergency food rations and just kind of storing things in a Tupperware container like we do at home, for 36 bucks a month, this plan is a no-brainer. You get 6 full meals, you get 24 calories of emergency food rations, and you get Heirloom Seeds. And for overall food preparedness on a really cheap budget, but you want a lot of gear that's really gonna give you your biggest bang for your buck, that's my jam. And last but not least is the new Gear Only box for $29.99 a month. Now, you've already heard me say my piece and my gripes about it, but who knows? Maybe I'm a freaking idiot and this thing's gonna be a home run derby. Breaking all this stuff down by price, you actually get a good deal. It's like 55 bucks for $30 price point, which is a pretty good deal. There's some significant savings there, but like I said, I like the full Gear Only box. This is for the people who are either new to prepping, they've got a bigger budget, they love gear porn, they like collecting different types of items, they love getting themed and kitted out in a more substantial way. And I still hold true. I wish they actually did the full like $89.99 Gear Only box and then the food and the water provisions from the Alpha box and make like a super mega box, and I think that would be freaking amazing. Now, the only thing that differs from the Alpha box is the Baddest Bees fire fuses. Now, we use these, we love these, we have a bunch of these on our kits. And using with the included fire steel, that thing lit up like a freaking Christmas tree, didn't take any time at all. And these will burn a very, very long time, especially if you're in an inclement weather with wet, crappy conditions. They'll do a good job. Now, even though I've kind of said my piece and ranted a little bit, if you're on a really, really tight budget, but you do want to get into some gear and you don't have a lot of money to spend, the overall value for what you get in this box is not bad at all. However, like I said, if you've got 10 bucks more a month, and if you've got 30, odds are you do have 40. I would just suggest go ahead and get the Alpha box, because you're going to get basically most of the gear that's inside here, in addition to the awesome food and water provisions and the seeds and all the good information that they have in the Alpha box. The winner of yesterday's Amazon gift card giveaway is Brooklyn Prepper. Congratulations, Brooklyn Prepper. You are the winner, so definitely contact us on the back end of our channel so we can get your contact details. So in conclusion, if you are on a tight budget, but you're looking for some really cool quality gear and some really nice, well-rounded themes, I definitely suggest you go check out Survival Boxes, and we'll definitely have them linked in the video description. But that's just the best for now, and if you enjoyed the full test and review of the Survival Boxes for February 2018, definitely give this video a big thumbs up and share this out with your friends and family in your social media networks so we can keep growing, thriving, and making awesome videos for you guys. But that is better for now. Hope you guys have an absolute wonderful day. I'm out.